In our last lesson, we learned about circles, from which we were expected to identify the center of the circles, the radius of the circles, and the diameter of the circles. Now, if you can remember, in our last lesson, I said that a center of a circle is the point from which the circle is constructed. Radius, as you can remember, I said is a line that runs from the edge of the circle to the center of the circle. So if you can remember what we learned last time, we said that line AO, since it runs from the the edge of the circle to the center of the circle, we refer to it as the radius of that circle. Now, on diameters, we said a line that runs from the edge of the circle through its center to the other edge of the circle is known as diameter. So we said for a line to be referred to as the diameter, that line must run from the edge of the circle to the other edge of the circle, passing through its center. Therefore, as we discussed last time, line BC we refer to as the diameter because it runs from this edge of the circle, passing through the center of the circle to the other edge of the circle. Therefore, line BC is referred to as the diameter. Now, we also talked about lines which are running through the circles, but they don't pass through its center. Like in this case, you can see line DC. Yes, the line runs through the circle, but the line does not pass through the center of the circle. So such lines, I said, they are referred to as chord, as we discussed last time. Therefore, line DC is referred to as a chord, as we said last time. Line BC that runs from the edge of the circle, passing through its center to the other side, we said is referred to as diameter. So line BC is the diameter of the circle. Then a line that runs from the edge of the circle to its center, as I've said before, is referred to as the radius. So line AO is referred to as the radius in that case. Now, having known what the radius is, what the diameter is, now today our main discussion will be on construction of the circles. We are going to construct circles whose radii are given as follows. 1, we are going to construct a circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. 2, we are going to construct a circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. Now, to construct these circles, what do we need? To construct a circle, we need 1, a ruler. 2, we need a pair of compasses. So, why do we need a ruler and the pair of compasses? The ruler is to help us identify the radius to be used, and the pair of the compass is the one that will help us to draw the circle. So in this case, we are going to see how I'm going to construct the first circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. As I've said, to construct that circle you need a ruler, like the one I'm holding. You need a pair of compasses, like the one I'm holding in my hand. Then from there, you'll have to get a radius as given, that is 15 centimeters. So you take the pair of compasses, then place it at point 0, as you can see. Then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So I'll place the ruler like this, then extend the other end to 15 centimeters. So as you can see, this is the radius, that is 15 centimeters. So I want to draw a circle whose radius is 15 centimeters. So after identifying the radius, I will take my pair of compasses. Now where the pair of compasses touches the board, that marks the center of the circle to be drawn. Then from that point, you will draw a circle. So this is the circle constructed, whose radius is 15 centimeters. So the point to which the pair of compasses was standing marks the center of the circle as we discussed. So this is the center of the circle that was used to construct that circle with a radius of 15 centimeters. So to mark the radius, you need to take a ruler, place that ruler in this order, then draw a line that runs from the center to the edge of the circle. As you said, a line that runs from the center to the edge of the circle is its radius. Therefore, we write 15 centimeters, since the radius used to construct the circle was 15 centimeters. Now, the same is to be done in constructing the second circle, whose radius is 20 centimeters. Just as explained in the first step, to construct that circle, you need a ruler and this pair of compasses. Then after that, you have to get a radius of 20 centimeters. So I'll place it at point 0, then extend the other edge to 20 centimeters. So as you can see, the distance from this end up to where the compasses touches the ruler is 20 centimeters. After that, I will take the pair of compasses, place it on the board, and then draw a circle whose radius is 20 centimeters. So here's the circle drawn, whose radius is 20 centimeters. Now the point at which the pair of compasses was standing still marks the center of the circle. So it was standing through this point, so that is the center of that circle. Then from there, we need to draw the radius. So we have to place the ruler in this form, then draw a line from the center to the edge of the circle. So the line there represents the radius. And since the circle that was being constructed was to have a radius of 20 centimeters, so the length here must be 20 centimeters. So this is how to construct the circles when you are given their radii. We want to see how to construct a circle when you are given the diameter. How can I construct a circle when I'm given its diameter? Remember, as we said, that diameter is a line that runs through the circle, passing through its center. Therefore, it is hard to use or to draw a circle using the diameter. So, for you to be able to draw a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters, the first step is to identify the radius of that circle. So, how is the diameter and the radius related? So we all know that diameter is equivalent to 2 radii. Diameter is equivalent to 2 radii. Therefore, it means if you are given the diameter as 50 centimeters, from that diameter, you can identify the radius simply by just saying the radius of that circle, whose diameter is 50 centimeters, will be the same as the diameter given divided by 2. So if you take 50 centimeters and divide by 2, a half of 50 centimeters will be 25 centimeters. So it is this radius that we are going to use to help us construct the circle. Therefore, after identifying the radius of the circle, in the next step, you will take your ruler. After taking your ruler, you will get that radius of 25 centimeters. Just as we said in the first two steps, you will place the compass at 0, then extend the other edge to 25 centimeters. As you can see, that is the 25 centimeters that I was to take as my radius in constructing a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters. Now, after identifying the radius of the circle, then you now use that radius to help you construct the circle. You get the length on a ruler as you've done. Then you place the pair of compass on the board. Remember, as I said, the point at which the pair of compass stands will mark its center. Then from there, you'll draw a circle. So the circle I've just drawn has a diameter of 50 centimeters, of which we are given to use to construct it. But since there is no way in which you can construct a circle using its diameter, so we were forced to identify its radius, which of course we said the radius must be a half of its diameter. So as we obtained from the ruler that the length from here up to here was 25 centimeters, so we will use that as a half of the diameter to help us construct the circle, as you can see. So the point at which the pair of compasses was standing was to mark its center. So this is the center of the circle. After that, because we are told to draw a circle whose diameter is 50 centimeters, we'll take a ruler, draw a line running from this edge of the circle, passing through its center to the other edge of the circle. So the line I've just drawn on the border is the diameter of the circle constructed. Therefore, we write the length as 50 centimeters. So just as I've said, anytime you are given the diameter of a circle and you are told to construct the circle, step 1, as we said, you need to identify the radius of that circle by getting a half of its diameter. Then after getting half of the diameter, you use that radius to help us construct the circle. Just as I did, after getting the radius to be 25 centimeters, I placed the pair of compasses in the middle, that is at the center of this circle, from which the pair of compasses was turned to help me construct this circle. So anytime you are given the diameter and you are asked to construct the circle, those are the steps that you must go through. Now, that marks the end of our lesson of today. So in our next lesson, we'll be discussing now how to calculate the circumference, that is the distance all around a given circle. Otherwise, nice time.